teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action here with Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack. He'll drop to throw.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Dalton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he goes down.
Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Andy Dalton. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
Brady now on first down. They'll drop this off for Bernard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
On play action, it's Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Brady now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It fights him off. Being chased out left, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build enough.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Miller, the man in motion. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama. 450.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. Touchdown! Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The slot man in motion right. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buccaneers.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A quick throw by Brady complete. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. That one caught out wide by Julio. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's White. And he's into the end zone for...
It's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porto, photogenic. All I know is